What's good? It's the Bullshitting for Your Health podcast, episode 73. And you know what it is. We're the most balanced podcast in the world. Today, we got Tete on the mic and me, yours truly, Jabari. We are missing Devontae, but he'll be back shortly. And, yeah, man, we're going to have a good episode.
Great to be back.
Yeah, definitely. We were off last week. We had to take a little bit of a break because the pod took a pod trip and went to Miami, Florida for Rolling Loud 2021. COVID mass spreader event.
Probably.
Not as bad as Lollapalooza, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
That shit looked crazy, though. I would love to be in that Cardi crowd.
Yo.
Yeah.
So Lollapalooza, is that one stage?
I'm not sure, actually.
Because it looked like just one stage and everybody was just fucking crowd around it. From the pictures that I saw.
That was definitely just Cardi's set, and Miley Cyrus was performing right after him. So, and what I was seeing from the social media talk was that a lot of fans were in the crowd for Miley, and then that was why it looked so big, you know? Because Cardi definitely pulls a crowd, as we saw that Rolling Loud, but that crowd was like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Weeknd, like superstar level crowd, which is what Miley Cyrus is, you know what I'm saying? I mean, she was Hannah Montana, bro. Like
Miley is big.
Yeah, and especially,
but it's a sneaky big.
It is a sneaky big because she was able to lock on to, you know, that entire young preteen white girl crowd with Hannah Montana, was able to
win the hearts of black people.
Win hearts of black people when she tried to destroy her childhood star image, right? And by doing that too, she got all the white people who are proxy to black culture.
Right.
Then she jumped right back into her own shit, you know, and was able to like recapture all the fans she might have lost when she did that shit. And because black people are just forgiving, she still kept us as fans if she dropped anything kind of cool. I mean, she because like she came.
I mean, I still fuck with songs that are not.
She came out. She came out and performed 23 with Wiz Khalifa, and niggas were still going off. So
that's an anthem.
Okay, relax. That's an anthem. It is. I'm in the club, high off perp with some Jason on. I remember being in college and getting fucked up to Miley Cyrus, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
I remember the first time I played that for my little sister, who is
which one?
Grace. She's the one behind me. So she's 27. So she's about 7 years behind me.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just like, damn, man, Miley Cyrus is fucking great. Of course, she grew up on Hannah Montana, so she kind of like didn't hate Miley.
I hate to say it, I grew up on Hannah Montana too. Like, I watched Hannah Montana. Like, I'm not even gonna lie about that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even remember all the characters. It doesn't matter, but I did watch it. Like, because I was young, bro. I watched Disney Channel. Fuck you niggas, bro. I'm hard.
Moving on.
Does that make me gay? Oh, she's a baby. No, I'm joking.
Although Miley actually responded to the baby.
She did. So are we just going to jump into topics real quick?
We might as well.
Right?
We're on track.
This might be a pretty long pod. We got a lot to fucking talk about. But yeah, sure. We'll jump into the topics real quick. And we're going to start with DaBaby and his, how should I put this?
Debacle?
His introduction into the reality that your words have consequences. As Charlamagne the God says, free speech isn't free. Like, you are not free from consequences.
And people need to understand that. And I think that's the point that people miss.
So before we dive into our opinions of DaBaby's situation, we'll go ahead and give whoever's living under a rock the information on what happened, because this definitely hit every corner of.
Where were we when he said that, though? That's what
Nigga, we were in line, bro. So basically, DaBaby made what a lot of people are saying are homophobic comments on stage during Rolling Loud 2021, his performance. Ironically, me and Tete were in attendance. We weren't watching DaBaby because, personally, to give y'all a little context on my bias, I'm not the biggest fan of DaBaby since his music to me has become very repetitive, and then also his siding with Tory Lanez, right? Or his supposed siding with Tory Lanez. So
wait, we did see
him, yeah. So to give y'all context, DaBaby performed his set around 10 o'clock, 10:30. So he's definitely was in that headliner last few artist slots, and he performed right after Meg Thee Stallion. Me and Tete were coming from seeing T-Pain, who threw an amazing fucking show. Shout out to Nappy Boy. Okay, yeah, that was amazing.
I'm glad I got to see that.
He was a class act. Listen, we did it right. We did all 3 days right, but especially day 3. But I digress. So we're leaving T-Pain. We're walking over to the stage that DaBaby's performing on because after it's going to be Uzi. We had to see our Sassy Savage. And we literally get over there, and this nigga has Tory Lanez on stage hopping around playing their new song, right? And the most interesting thing happened to me because, like, okay, I'm not going to lie. I had 3 beers. And when I say beers, they were 3 16-ounce beers. So I had a 6-pack loaded. I was feeling myself. We had already gotten to a little testy situation where some young white boys were trying to flex on us, and we, like, literally, I remained calm and was able to de-escalate the situation. Tete remained calm, but literally was
only
ready
because
to
Jabbar
break a nigga's to break his foot off in a nigga's ass, right?
I was waiting for Jabbar to go off so I could go off.
Green light, nigga.
Yes,
Green light.
Yes.
But no, nonetheless. So at the end of the day, we got testosterone going. You know, we're feeling good. And this nigga, DaBaby, is literally showing his ass on stage, in my opinion, because it'd be one thing if you brought Tory Lanez out on stage. You know, you were already kind of showing us that you, regardless of what information you've had behind the scenes, like you're showing us that you are putting you're not distancing yourself from an individual. And when you don't distance yourself from an individual who is currently, at least, and when I say distance yourself, you might do whatever behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But when you're like in front of the public, standing next to a person who has been accused of doing some horrendous acts, you are supporting them. You know what I'm saying? It's to say, it's kind of like when Kanye West went and stood next to Donald Trump when he's doing all these crazy things. And while Kanye's saying, well, I'm not doing it to support kids in cages, I'm doing it so I can, reach back and help out our communities, or I'm doing it so I can, break down racial barriers. Yeah. But it's like, nah, nigga, you're kind of just standing next to a nigga who's committing human rights atrocities.
Yeah,
so, and
timing is off.
And that is the what's the word? Display. Not a display. That's the visage. I don't know. I know what the fuck we're saying. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
That's the optics.
That's the optics. Thank you.
That's what it looks
God.
like.
Yeah, thank God that was the word I was looking for. Mm-hmm. But either way, so this nigga's performing on stage with Tory Lanez, and I'm livid, bro. Like when I say livid, like I'm talking mad shit. I'm like,
hold up, is that Tory Lanez?
I literally was like, yo, this is Tory Lanez? Right after Meg Thee Stallion. Because guys, remember, Meg Thee Stallion performed on the same stage that DaBaby was performing on right before DaBaby. And not only that, DaBaby, before he brought Tory Lanez on, performed the song he had with Meg Thee Stallion.
It was a direct insult. Like, it was clear.
Yeah. It
was a clear fuck you to Meg.
And if you were gonna sit here and tell me DaBaby did not know what he was doing, okay, fine. DaBaby has no idea what position he's in then. And he's the one trying to tell us he's the pop star. If you're a fucking pop star, my guy, understand what that means. You are a popular star. So you are not just a nigga from the hood who came up and only speaks for niggas from the hood. No, you want to be a pop star, you are now in the view of not just yo niggas who might be okay with misogyny. You're in the view of women. Women of all races, of all sexualities, of all thought spaces. And I would guarantee that many of them do not appreciate you coming out with somebody who's been accused of being an abuser and has not had his name cleared, right?
Not yet.
So, irregardless, that's how it started, right? So I'm already like...
That was the appetizer.
Yeah, that was the appetizer. I'm already like, yo, what the fuck? And I'm going to be honest, too, like, that was it for me. Like, I made my comments, and then we went back in line. I didn't really, like, pay attention.
We were looking for tots or something.
Yeah. We were looking for food. I don't know what the fuck happened, right?
Baby, yeah.
So... DaBaby finishes, Uzi performs, then because Uzi wasn't, then Post Malone performed, and then we did.
Right.
The next day, all hell breaks loose over fucking social media. So this nigga DaBaby apparently, and remember guys, like we weren't in the crowd, so I wasn't there to see the crowd reaction, but when I was talking those comments about him bringing out Meg, I did hear a few people in the crowd around me making the same statements.
Like, oh shit.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like, he got Tory Lanez on stage? Like, wait, was it Meg right before him? Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was definitely that sentiment. But I don't know how the crowd was feeling. But the next day, come to find out, this This man stood on stage at one point when the music was off and made, and I'm not even
I got the quote right here.
Oh, you got the quote? Okay, you can say it. Made these statements. Now, remember, he's on stage in front of 30,000 people.
At least. Okay, so this is what the baby said. He said, if you didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, or any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases, that'll make you die in 2 or 3 weeks. Then put your cell phone lighter up. Ladies, if your pussy smell like water, put your cell phone lighter up. Fellas, if you ain't sucking dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lighter up.
It was a field day. It was a fucking feeding frenzy on social media, bro. Because I know for those who, so there's so many
comments.
There's so
publicist, if he has one, was just like. You think they have publicists?
Yes, they have publicists. Did you see that video where it's like the what's the movie Ray with Jamie Foxx?
Yeah.
When he like wakes up in the bed and he has to run to the bathroom. It's like this is the baby's publicist. Every time the baby's in the news, oh shit, he has to run off. But
oh no, bro. No.
But basically, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, the Shade Room,
Snapchat,
hip hop, hot new hip hop. Everybody had a field day with this because
fucking world star.
the mass majority of people, right, and this goes into what I'm saying, were offended by DaBaby's comments because to all of us who are familiar with the plight of the LGBTQ, who might have friends who identify as being homosexual, and especially a lot of us who are cognizant of the different fights different communities have had to have to try and gain equal rights, right?
And the fact that they need other communities to band with them.
And in order to do that, understand why these comments were so abhorrent. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, HIV and AIDS is not a death sentence in 2021.
And it's not a 2 to 3 week death sentence.
Exactly.
Fucker.
At all, bro. It wasn't even a 2 to 3 week death sentence back in the 80s.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right?
Like, Freddie Mercury, who did pass away from AIDS-related complications, lived for like at least 5 years with AIDS. With that known AIDS diagnosis before he passed away. Now, it was a sharp decline, but he did not die in 2 to 3 weeks. So first off, your statements are just wrong.
They're ignorant.
You're super ignorant, right? Secondly, and I've heard a lot of people try to say this, saying, oh, he wasn't insinuating that only gays could get HIV and AIDS. Words matter. He said, fellas, if you're not sucking dick in the parking lot. He didn't say people. He didn't say my niggas, right? He said, fellas, if you're not sucking dick in the parking lot, put your left cell phone light in the air. Who sucks dick in the parking lot as a man? Someone who identifies as being on the spectrum of homosexuality, whether that's bisexual, whether that's completely homosexual, whether that's pansexual, whether that's whatever. It is not a heterosexual man sucking dick in the parking lot. That defeats the whole point of the term, right?
Right.
So this, that, or that. And in my opinion, it's as simple as that. Free speech isn't free from consequences. You said a abhorrent statement about an individual's and a community of individuals' existence.
Yeah.
That community was pissed off.
There's multiple communities. I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, if you're living with HIV/AIDS,
that's true. That's true. That's true. Because you don't. It's not a gay disease. You don't have to be gay to have fucking HIV and AIDS, right? Now, to put some nuance on it, right? People are saying, "Oh, he shouldn't be canceled for this because of statements that he made, you know, in the span of a moment at a concert. He was just trying to hype up the crowd, like whatever." I agree with you. Okay, if the DaBaby statements weren't what he truly believed, he was just trying to hype up the crowd. Because we've waited so long to put this to record. I unfortunately, I've listened to a few other podcasters talk about this subject, so I don't want to like just steal points, but some of their points help me in articulating my emotions of it, right?
Yeah.
DJ Academics was like, yo, I've heard many DJs, you know, at different scenarios do the ladies, if your pussy tastes like water or whatever, like put a cell phone lighter there, like talking about that. You don't got dirty pussy, like what, like that's the thing DJs do.
Yeah.
I get that, right?
Yeah.
Even if there was no malice meant with the statements, it is not your right to tell a person when they are and when they are not offended, right? I use the word bitch all the fucking time. You know, I call it, unfortunately, I use it with my friends, I use it with lovers, like whatever, but I don't mean it in a way that means any type of malice. But if a person, and I've had people who told me, I've had a female friend who told me this, my younger brother told me this, I don't like it when you call me bitch. Like, even if you're joking, to me it feels like bullying. To me it feels like you're putting me down, right? It is on me to recognize how my behavior is affecting the other person and change it or risk having some type of effect on the relationship I have with that person. That's not my call to make, though. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when I go and I plead with my white friends, don't say the N-word. I don't give a fuck if you're listening to a song. I don't give a fuck if I'm not around. Please don't say the N-word. And if you say the N-word around me, that's going to change our relationship. I can't have that sentiment or any sentiment, right? Or have a right to any feeling and to have somebody else respect that feeling if I'm not willing to do the same to another person. And that's the whole thing here. That could have just been fixed, right? Regardless if the baby meant it, regardless if he didn't mean it, the second he found out that there was a reaction that was not what he expected, you need to pull back, recognize that you offended somebody, and then move forward.
Yeah.
This nigga doubled down on his fucking statements, bro.
Oh yeah, because he made, I think the day of or the next day.
Yes, so literally, he made the statements. Twitter blew up, and then this whole back and forth between a community and DaBaby started. Right? Do you have those tweets?
Yeah. So the next statement that he made after the backlash, and apparently this was the day of, right? I guess
it was like it don't matter, bro. It was close enough.
But he says, my gay fans, they take care of themselves. They ain't no nasty gay niggas. They ain't no junkies in the street. Then I said,
not the only way you can get HIV or AIDS, by the way, bro.
Yeah. Then I said, if you ain't sucking dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lighter up. You know what my gay fans did? Put that motherfucking light up, nigga. Because my gay fans ain't going for that. They got class. They ain't sucking no dick in no parking lot.
When he's saying it, he's saying it like this. You know, they ain't got to care about my gay fans. You got to say it like it, bro. I'm just joking.
I know. I didn't want to do the voice because, like, I don't know. It's a professional platform. Anyway, so yeah, like that was his initial attempt to smooth things over by saying, no, my statements were meant to uplift communities.
Yeah. That statement, I guess, if you wanted to try to say he was trying to put out the fire, he was pissing on the flames. That's what he was doing.
Yeah.
Like, your house is on fire, he walked over and started pissing on the house. I'm helping.
Now, he did have a number of celebrities who come out to support.
Okay, listen. So here's the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, so here's the thing. The first mistake this man made was not immediately saying, regardless of how he felt, right? If you want to be a pop star, as his tweets later too were also saying, I'm a pop star. You can't cancel me. You know, there's a community that supports me and whatever. Even if you believe that, right? And you did have real homophobic tendencies, in what universe does it make sense to double down when you have pushback, right? In what sense?
In their own universe. It's a pride thing.
It's an ego thing. It's a pride thing, and it makes no sense to me, right? Because now you are firmly putting because even if you don't consider yourself to be homophobic, you are getting allegations of being homophobic. If you don't come back with a suitable answer or response to why you're not homophobic, you just double down on the shit that gave you that label in the first place. You're now firmly digging yourself into that stance, right? And guess what happens then? You start getting people who you might not want to be on your side come to your side. Now, I'm sure the baby does look up to T.I. and Boosie, right? Mm-hmm. They're of a similar cloth. But you know who I don't want to come to my side when I have anything sexual allegation, women abusing, homophobia going around? Two niggas who are dealing with their own controversies, bro.
That's the problem. Like,
birds of a feather flock together, my nigga, and it's like, whoa, you don't even like it. It's like literally like you think you're God, bro, and like you are not, dog. And again, this is coming from somebody, I'm biased, who already was talking like giving you my prediction that the baby was not gonna be in the same position 3 years from now.
Okay. What was the initial? Remember we had that podcast maybe I don't know. It's when
the nigga gonna be Fetty Wap. That was my prediction.
Now, yes, because I mean I did think that his next album would actually at least sell, but now I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Now he sank his career.
So
perhaps.
Here's the thing. Okay, so
his music wasn't that strong in the beginning.
Exactly, but we're digressing. Let's stay on point. So T.I. and Boosie have now come out and defended you quite poorly. This man T.I. came out. Do you have T.I. statements?
I got T.I. statements.
Okay, say that shit, bro, because this was the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard.
All right, so T.I. says everyone is up in arms and upset about what the baby said. I understand people saying that they feel that it is insensitive. I think you guys have to understand that on stage, that's not the place that rappers go to be sensitive and soothe everybody's feelings. It's a place to go to have a good time.
Nah, fuck that. What was the shit he was saying about Lil Nas X? That's what I'm looking for. Was that Boosie?
Oh yeah, no, that was the big. That was T.I. T.I. had a very lengthy video about this. T.I. is apparently the godfather of hip hop now. The self-proclaimed. But T.I. did say that if Lil Nas X is allowed to say and do what he does, then the baby should have the freedom to say and do what he did as well.
That is the dumbest statement I have ever heard when it comes to this topic. And it shows me you clearly have no idea why people are mad in the first place, bro. And this is my thing. Because we had a friend who basically came out and said he wished the baby doubled down on his statements. And I take it that the friend probably was like, yo, when you feel a certain way about something, changing your opinion based off of backlash is pussy, right? If you want to sit here and say Playboi Carti is the greatest, you want to sit here and say Bob Marley is the greatest reggae musician to ever live, right? And that's not really a tough statement to back up. But let's say this. You want to say Coffee is the greatest reggae musician to ever live. Mm-hmm. And then everybody in this building comes up and goes, you're fucking stupid. Yeah. You don't know what you're talking about. Woody, woody, woo. And then you go, oh, fuck. Yeah, everyone's like hating on me. Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. Bob Marley's the one. I was tripping. Love me. Yeah, it's pussy shit. Stand on your shit. That's what your opinion is on something that is, what's the word? Subjective.
Yeah.
But when your opinion disrespects somebody's existence, somebody's identity,
it's okay to walk.
It is okay to walk that back. It is okay to realize that what you said was wrong and change your opinion. Yeah. That's the whole thing. It's not like the baby came out here and said, and here's this too. It's not like the baby came out here and said, I'm a Republican and this is why I'm a Republican. We can have all sorts of opinions on that, right? But just the simple statement of I'm a Republican, I'm a conservative, these are my values. That's like your opinion, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't get mad at you for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
but when you literally say some shit that is wrong, right, and has perpetuated violence against the community, because at the end of the day, by you trying to, or by you insinuating that HIV and AIDS is a gay disease, it perpetuates the violence that's committed against these communities. Because at a time in the 80s, when it was illegal to be gay, right? When like you could not get married, when if you had a hate crime, violent hate crime happened to a gay individual or a gay couple, they can't just go to the police and report that. Mm-mm. A lot of times, as we know, there's a lot of prejudice and racism in the police. You don't report that shit, they gonna beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, to the point where like I'm telling you, go watch. If you don't understand the history of homosexuality in America, I don't think it's my place to really like dictate or tell you that information because I don't know everything. But just from the media I've seen, I mean, literally, we're just watching the Queen movie with Freddie Mercury, and this was literally in the 80s. And these niggas are hounding this nigga like, yo, you're gay, right? You're gay, you're gay, you're gay. You're gay. What does it fucking matter? This nigga's a generational talent. You know what I'm saying? And you're asking him about something that doesn't even fucking matter, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. To what he brings to the world.
To what he brings to the world, yes, it does matter to him. Like,
yeah.
I'm not trying to minimize
right. But to what he brings to the world,
a part of his existence.
Yeah.
But it's simply that, bro. It's like, yo, it's like your opinion disrespected someone's existence. Lil Nas X being on stage and kissing a man is not disrespecting your existence. What Lil Nas X did as a grown man with another grown man on stage is no different from when you when DaBaby was on stage and he brought a bitch to give him a lap dance, because I did see that on stage.
Yeah.
That is the same thing.
Yeah.
It is sexual provocation on stage at an event that is for adults. It's not like Lil Nas X went to the Kids' Choice Award. It's not a dry humping a fucking Chippendales actor, you know? Because then there'd be a different discussion. It's like when niggas were talking about Lizzo twerking at the fucking Lakers game. You know what I'm saying? It's a different type of venue. But this nigga's at what was like the BET Awards or something?
Yeah.
Who the fuck? You let your kids watch the BET Awards? Like, they should be asleep. You know what I'm saying?
He that's what he said. He said the performances in video, man. I got a lot of respect for bruh. This is T.I. talking about Lil Nas X.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of respect for bruh because he had the courage to live his truth. But that shit ain't for me. Just can't look at it. But I feel the same way, and I don't want my children seeing it either.
Turn off the TV. It got nothing to do with you, fam. Whenever it's the same thing when little Christian families are like, oh my God, rap music's from the devil. I don't want my child listening to that. They turn off the TV. You do the same thing.
I mean,
you do the fucking same thing. It's not about you, bro. And I guarantee you, I guarantee your kids don't give a fuck. I guarantee. How many kids? I don't want to talk about niggas' kids, but you got more than 4. One of them, statistically, you know what I'm saying? It's like.
No, isn't T.I. like the control freak father who like
don't matter?
No, isn't he the one
it's even better?
Yeah, he's crazy. No, isn't he the one that something with
talking about getting his daughter's time in check? Yeah, nigga's not cool. And that all goes into like more of the conversation, right? Because I would guess that the individual we know who's made those statements about he should have doubled down would have also been like, well, this is how he was raised and whatever. Like, you can't really, go against that. It might be all he knows. And I get that, bro. I get that DaBaby. And here's again another piece. If DaBaby had made these statements, saw the backlash, and then truthfully like got on IG Live and was like, yo, like what his last apology was, which we'll get to.
Yes.
If he had made that to start, I would look at this in a different light. You know what I'm saying? Because I do understand that DaBaby's from the South.
Yeah. Right?
DaBaby's probably from values that are outdated. And because of the way education works in the country, because of the way religion has a strong grip of the South in the country, and because of the way how African-American families in the South, the remnants of slavery, because here's the thing, like niggas don't even, like, they don't even know why they think a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like if you told them that one of the reasons why homosexuality is so feared in the black community is because during slavery, literally white slave masters who were maybe homosexual or bisexual or just had power plays would fuck literally the male slaves in front of their families as a dominance thing, or just fuck them in general. Like, that's a piece of that. They'd be like, no way, bro. Like, what? Like, but like, yeah, bro. A part of the reason why, if not maybe the whole reason why you have these values, is from the what you call it? The trauma and remnants of white terrorism on black communities in America. It's like, but you have to be super evolved to understand that, super educated formally to know that, or informally, but really, like
just informed.
A man that T.I. wants to be, in my opinion, would know shit like this, bro. You know what I'm saying? But we can get to different levels of hotepism here in a different vibe, or different episode. But it's just like, bro, it's like there's so many levels that you don't understand. So that's my thing. But the fact that he came out, made the statement, saw the black backlash, did not apologize, doubled down, and then we get to the next conversation that's happening, right? And I say this in the black community.
Yeah.
It's the cancel culture. The cancel culture conversation. Is the baby being canceled? My opinion is this. You cannot cancel an artist wholeheartedly if they're not being pulled off of playlisting, if they're not being blackballed, right? Your fans, you're a pop star, remember? You don't just have black fans. Your fans who are going, yo, that's crazy. I'm good. That's not canceling you. They just don't fuck with what you say, bro. It's like when R. Kelly, when like it was official that this nigga R. Kelly came out and had raped and molested both women
and children.
I said I'm good. Some people didn't. That's their prerogative. I said I'm good. That's not me canceling him. That's me saying, yo, I don't fuck with those values in my life. I don't fuck with violence against women, violence against children. So it just falls off my Serato. It's not even a conscious thing. I just don't listen to R. Kelly anymore. Yeah. Same thing with Tory Lanez. You can't go, oh, you're canceling him. I get to listen to what the fuck I want to listen to. It's art, bro. Get the fuck off my dick, bro.
I think cancel culture, that term is a term that now people who have received backlash are using as a way to
try to avoid consequences.
To be the victim, to play the victim.
Exactly.
When you have indeed victimized all those people that you've offended, and R. Kelly, of course, you know, that's fucking rapist.
Exactly.
But I mean, when you look at it, who have we actually canceled? Like R. Kelly's probably the closest one.
It's not a real fucking thing.
It's not even real cancellation.
The only way R. Kelly's actually getting canceled is the fact that nigga went to jail. If that nigga wasn't in jail, he'd still be eating. Yeah. He'd still be making money. Yeah. He'd still be doing his shit. The baby's in the same thing, right? So here's the thing. Here's the thing. People want to say it's cancel culture because all of these festivals are dropping baby. And here's the other thing I don't respect about individuals who are trying to, because all I see when individuals like are defending the baby, they're just defending their excuses for wanting to listen to him still. And in my opinion, you don't need an excuse, just listen to him. Because in my opinion, when it comes to art, we all have differing levels of cognitive dissonance, right? Yeah. We can separate what we can separate the art from the artist. Like we all do it. If you say you don't, you're a fucking liar, right? We all fucking do it, whether it comes to TV shows, whether it comes to movies, whether it comes to music, whether it comes to clothing, right? If you think you've never cognitively distanced yourself from art and the artist, my nigga, do you shop? You sew all your clothes? You're buying your shit from fucking Urban Outfitters? You're buying your shit from Forever 21? Where do you think they make those clothes, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? It's not, you're not better than anyone else. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is just this. It's like, you have festivals such as Lollapalooza and all these other festivals I've never heard of, are dropping the baby from their set list. There's a reason why. They don't drop the baby from their set list because there's somebody up here in the office who's like, oh, I'm offended by the baby, so I'm gonna drop him. There might be people in the office who say I'm offended by the baby, but when niggas in the crowd are like, yo, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm off that nigga. It makes complete sense because remember, the baby, you're a pop star. You're not. These festivals aren't just niggas, and a lot of times they're really not niggas. They're for a different community that you are trying to ingratiate yourself to, right? This community.
I mean, if you look at the Rolling Loud
music,
crowd.
It's music, bro. You know how many people who don't identify as traditionally heterosexual are in this space? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you just literally disrespected their existence, my nigga. You didn't say, I don't like your hair. You know, I don't like the way that you spit your bars. No, you said the fact that you do this thing that you have no control over who you're attracted to. Like, you do this thing, you are fucked up for that, right? Yeah. That's what you did. Of course, when this other festival who might have 2 or 3 artists who identify as that community, who have at least 25% of their ticket sales going to this population, when you have multiple artists at that venue, Dua Lipa's, all those sorts, who are proponents and allies openly of these communities, of course they're going to drop you. My nigga, you're not Kanye West, bro. It's like that's the thing. You think you are Teflon. You're not, bro. You're Michael Jackson's Teflon. Kanye West is Teflon. Fucking Drake is Teflon. You're not Teflon, bro.
Yeah. You have to get there.
I saw a tweet that was like the baby really underestimated or overestimated his star power. They could swap him out with Roddy Ricch in any one of these festivals and nobody would blink an eye.
Who cares?
Nobody would blink a fucking eye.
It wouldn't miss you.
But either way, regardless of it, it's like you can't get mad at a festival for just watching their bottom line and doing what they want to do, right? Because if they hadn't pulled you, the conversation would be, why aren't they pulling you? You know what I'm saying?
And these companies, they are ready. Like, they will cancel you in a minute.
And the thing is, it's not even canceled. They will protect their image. Now, we can say what they will about that because there's another competition breaking up about, they don't want homophobia on stage, but why does it matter when rappers talk about killing niggas and rappers talk about trafficking bitches and, when we disrespect our own community, why don't they respect that? Because we don't respect it, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about?
We still pay for that. We still pay to hear that.
Are you listening to the music? Shut the fuck up. Shut the literal fuck up, bro.
These companies are going to respond to what you respond to.
But this is the straw man argument that people keep trying to justify whatever they're trying to justify. Yeah. Like, the homie who said this shit also tweeted, why are we canceling black men who are just trying to get money? Bro, not everybody needs the support of the black community, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not everything a black entertainer does deserves the protection of the black community. That's kind of one of the problems with our community that we are still trying to talk about. The fact that we don't distance ourselves when wrong is wrong because of all the traumas we have. The shit's not mutually exclusive, bro. The nigga could be homophobic and still be a black man who's going to experience racism, and we support him in that. Yeah. And then when he fucks up, we tell him he fucks up. And here's the other shit that I don't really fuck with, the other Starman argument. Oh, why is there everybody going against him? Somebody should pull him aside and tell him this. I don't know that nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, why is nobody reaching out? I don't have the baby's phone number. The fuck? If you get, Tete, I guarantee you, this was you on IG Live, I will be calling your phone. I would pull up at your door. Get the fuck off the phone, bro. And that's that's a fact because we literally had this shit happen in our group text, bro. You know what I'm saying? When shit goes off, we don't just let our homie just do shit.
Be like that.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to correct you, bring you aside before you go out into the world with that sentiment and get justified pushback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So the real question is, where are his people?
Exactly, and apparently they've come out now because now that he's being dropped from all these festivals, and the what is it? The fakeade of what he thought his life was. Well, again, I was having a conversation with a homie at the skate park about the celebrity Instagram culture and how we just get this drug in us that we stop seeing people for what they are, people. They are now these constructs. They are now these divine gods of whatever thing they bring to us that gives us pleasure, whether you skateboard or you make music or you make beats or you play a sport. They're just human. They shit. They get jealous. They've done some fucked up shit. It's like nobody is God, bro. Nobody is Jesus. That's the point about being human, right? So at the end of the day, it's like when you get these stars who they miss that because they do have a lot of applause from different groups, they start acting real crazy, bro. And that nigga got fucking stripped off the cloud he was on and brought back to earth and realized, yeah, you human, bro, and you got some growing to do. And he came out with an apology that I think he should have fucking started with. And he said, thank you for everyone who's been reaching out to me and whatever. Cool. So that's all. So
his apologies got progressively better at first, because there's one where he was like, I apologize for the HIV/AIDS thing. I'm sorry, but man, LGBT, man, fuck you guys, pretty much. Yeah. And I paraphrase, but that's what he said, and then he apologized again.
So my thing is just bro, it's your words. Free speech isn't free. Your words have consequences, right? And consequences aren't wholly positive or negative. They're just consequences, dog. You know what I'm saying? I've said shit on the pod that I've had to answer for. You know?
Yeah.
It's just as simple as that, bro. And and it's just so many strawman arguments. I've heard people talking about, oh, Dua Lipa, how can she take the baby off her song but not take Pop Smoke off his song because Pop Smoke had a song where he had homophobic lyrics. I heard a great statement from Andrew Schultz of the Brilliant Idiots on why we are able to distance ourselves from feeling bad for listening to rappers who talk about gang violence and talk, crazy about women, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe say homophobic statements in their music. It's because when it's in music, there's this extra wall that we're looking at through, like I said, it's just art. It's like when you watch a movie and you see hold up. I really want a good fucking. Oh, you see Leonardo DiCaprio in Django, and he's saying the N-word, and he's fucking breaking his hand on glass and wiping it all over the black actress's face. I don't literally go look at Leonardo DiCaprio and go, "Oh, he's a racist." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Space.
It's a safe space. It's like it's a freedom of expression, right? Yeah. And now at the end of the day, too, it's like honestly, when it comes to music I listen to. I was really thinking about it. Like, yeah, I do fuck with some of the more drill rappers, but that's not really my cup of tea.
Yeah.
I thought about the homophobia in music too. I realized, oh yeah, the song I'm talking about, Dior. When I'm really fucked up and I'm singing Dior, bro, I literally go, I'm give me lit, I can't fuck with these niggas because niggas is can't say that because that's really bad. Like I literally do that, and it's subconscious. And the way I figure it, it's the same way like a white person listens to fucking Kendrick Lamar, Mad City. If Byrus and Crips all got along, I'm gonna see like Ballsy go this week. You go, yeah. Where you from? Fuck who you know. Where you from?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. It's like there's this extra level of cognitive dissonance we're able to do because we truthfully hope they don't act this way. We think it's a caricature of the person you're playing, right? And a lot of times it's the truth, man. Like you look at like I truly believe as we continue to evolve in the black community and we continue to uplift ourselves out of these spaces of poverty that we've been generationally forced into, you're gonna see more rappers like Lil Tecca who come out, talk about toting them things, having mad honeys, and then get on the interview and be like, I have no guns. I do not support gun violence. I have a girlfriend, actually. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, say what you will about the music, but like, yes, there's a component of music where it's like, oh, you listen to Pooh Shiesty, and because that nigga's in jail now because he really had a gun in the club, you're like, oh shit, that's a little enticing. But it's the same thing that you get when you watch the fucking Godfather. You know what I'm saying? And, wait, the Godfather wasn't based on something real, was it? I don't know. I've never seen it. Oh, it's crazy. I put that out there on the internet.
No. It's loosely based on just mob culture, I believe.
Yeah, okay, but either way, like when you watch like ID, and it's like murder mysteries, and you're like, oh shit, there's like reality to that. Like, oh man, I'm into it. It's like there's that innate human desire to see something real, but it's not like you support it. It's not like you want Pooh Shiesty to pull a gun out in the club and shoot a nigga, and if you do, you're fucking crazy. But for like most of us well-adjusted human beings, like it stop these straw man arguments. Wrong is wrong, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. And like all niggas really were asking for was an explanation of the comments when he first said it. It was his own prerogative to come and double down and literally firmly place his flag in the I'm homophobic stance, right?
But I mean, if his cohort includes Tory Lanez, you can see the toxicity, fueling the fires of more toxicity.
Yeah, and again, for niggas who are asking niggas all the time to come out, well, this case with Tory's taking a long time. What did I just? Oh, no, here. I didn't say this yet, but basically, one of the greatest problems I feel humanity has is their inability to admit when they're wrong. Our egos are so large that when we have to literally sit there and go, fuck, I fucked up. Let me come out and say it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Things get so much better. When you can't do that, you fuck everything up because you're in your ability to keep stroking your ego. You're going to do other crazy shit like we see in this situation with Tory Lanez. I told you guys, bro, if this comes out that Meg Thee Stallion was in that car as if she was in the UFC octagon, feeding this nigga 2, 3, 4 pieces. This nigga wasn't the one. She didn't show up car. He was trying to leave. He was trying to leave. She was chasing him, and he shot because he was afraid of dying. I would be the first one. Yo, my nigga, I'm sorry. That's my bad. You shouldn't have had what happened happen to you. You know, and the fact that we can look at how she weaponized that. But as of right now, nigga, nah, I'm cool, bro. That's not how it looked. Critically thinking, that's not how it went down. If it was just you, your security guard who was on your side,
right,
and a shawty and another shawty, and everybody says it won't me,
and your face is free of marks, and
everybody's looking at you.
Nah, ain't no free for you.
And like everybody's like, yo, I ain't no snitch, but it won't me. I ain't no snitch, but it won't me. I ain't no snitch, but it won't me. And if it won't the 3,
bro, we literally said that he shot her before the news report started coming out saying, "Oh, well, it looks like Tory Lanez shot her." Like it was so obvious.
I call it how I see it, bro.
It was just so obvious.
So that's the thing, and like I'm really interested to see how people move if shit comes out as cut and dry as that, because
he's acting like he didn't do it.
Because the real thing that like I was thinking today is like, bro, you gotta stand for something. You'll fall for everything, bro. Stand for something, dog. Like you're not gonna stand for being against violence against women or violence against children, bro. Like you're not gonna stand like if you a part of a minority and you understand, like you're not homophobic yourself, you're not gonna stand against homophobia. You know what I'm saying? Now again, too, if you want to say I stand against gun violence, but I can separate the art from the music. But say if I was ever talking to Pooh Shiesty, I'd be like, hey, maybe there's a different way we could do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like stand for something or you'll fall for anything. And to me, like a lot of y'all niggas are just falling for whatever bullshit y'all saw on social media to help stroke your ego and make you feel like you right, bro. Because like at the end of the day, it's like you not right, dog. Like it is not okay to disrespect someone's identity. Simple as that. Change your fucking opinion. Learn something. Learn yourself something. And that's all I gotta say on that. This whole situation could have, in my opinion, would have been avoided. And I also heard this from another nigga. And probably the real conversation would be, you brought out Tory Lanez right after Meg Thee Stallion? Because nobody's talking about that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like that was to me the initial insult to all this.
Yeah. Nobody's talking about it though because you did something so stupid.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, they care more about the LGBTQ than they do black people. You do know there's black people who identify as the LGBTQ, right? It's not. It's intersectional, bro. It's like you didn't just there's no picture of what a gay person looks like. You just offended a whole group of humans, bro. It's literally it's literally like when people like when you get these white actors on stage or they like Kramer, bro. You get on stage and start saying nigga, bro. We ain't fucking with you, nigga. Like the fuck? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. Especially if you gonna stand on your shit and be like, yeah. Fuck y'all. No, fuck you, bro. I'm not paying for your tickets. I'm not listening to your music. It's a privilege to be a pop star, bro. It's a privilege to be in the spotlight and have the adoration of a majority of people.
Yeah.
And honestly, like you just showed that you're not capable of juggling that, bro. Because you want to be real. Well, Dave Chappelle had a whole skit on that. Okay? When keeping it real goes bad or goes wrong, however fucking that skit went. But holy shit, we just spent 48 minutes, bro, breaking that down. That felt good though.
That was good. Yeah,
I needed that.
He said we had to get that out.
No, for real, because honestly, like whenever somebody asked me about it, I've been giving them that, and I'm like, I need to actually get this out because I feel like once I do that, I can just start telling people, dog, it was just wrong. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I was literally talking to June Bop, the kid who's doing the YouTube stuff for us, and I was like, I realized I was just fucking talking his ear off, and I go, my bad, bro, I need a podcast. He was like, word. But shit, okay, so we're going to get into a quick music break, and then I got a few more topics that I want to talk about.
I got some things I want to get off my chest.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like that was tough, but I feel like, do we still need to talk about Simone Biles? I mean,
we can touch on it.
Yeah, we can touch on it real quick. Yeah, we can do some quick topics and then a health topic, and the other shit we do, and then we'll get out of here. Fuck. All right, so. Oh, excuse me. Is that fucked up? To burp on the radio? I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah. That's like just as bad as Dead Space.
I mean,
I'm just kidding.
I went
Nothing
for
is worse than Dead Space.
y'all don't know. I went for a fucking run today and shit. Like I really my stomach was fucked up, man. There's so much good music though. Fuck, man. What do you want to play? You want to play something chill? I mean, maybe Wiz Khalifa The Race, go a throwback. That song I've been fucking with.
Let's do that.
Or you got Gang Signs by Freddie Gibbs, and then Skepta also released a really good album. I think we're gonna do The Race though, because that's something that I don't know. I've just been fucking with the last 3 days. So we'll go. We haven't played much Wiz, if any Wiz, on the podcast. So The Race,
Which is a shame, by the way.
by Wiz Khalifa. It was a single in 2011, but it was also off his original album, Rolling Papers, or his debut album, not original album. I guess it's original, right? Debut, original. I guess that's a stupid way to say it.
Same thing.
Fuck it. Here we go. The Race by Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah. It's nothing new. Cause this is exactly what I do. What up, E? The good weed's lit on this one. Yeah. Riding by myself. Yeah, the world turning, the weed burning, them haters talking, I keep earning. Know some who say life's a bitch, well I'ma keep flirting. And fuck that bitch for the money in Louis V purchases. Old folks jack my car cause they know just what this is. Niggas flexing hard with no bars, they got weak service. Keep verses, Mortal Kombat, look at my ring. If I ain't ballin', bitch, then what you call that? Nothing but net, ain't back cause I never left. I did everything right, nigga, better yet. Rolling bomb for the niggas that's around us. Something like a contractor built it from the ground up. Now just twist up this weed, realize you in the presence of a G. Don't fuck up my paper, meaning my cheese, or the ones I use to roll up my trees. Fuck it, you know what I mean. I'm riding real, smoking my music loud, kinda doing my thing, no disrespect to the niggas before me. Some smile up in your face, but then they don't alone. Now I just not on my own, I'm in a race, and taking the winner's place. No foot on the brakes, one of the best, homie, that's what they call me. It's lonely at the top, ain't no company, so now I just not on my own, See me when I'm alone, wishing they could fuck with me. My ex calling my phone, wishing she could stunt with me. But I'm just riding, dog, doing $150. Stunting like Jet Li, boat houses and jet skis. 30 on the flight, ice like the Gretzky's. My dime pieces only recognize the best trees. Treat them like I don't need them, boy, you best believe. You in her face, I let her breathe. Oh, from debated on to waited on, from hated on to the nigga they put their cake up on. Cause we are young movie stars. Cause we are young movie stars. I'm riding around, smoking my music loud, kinda doing my thing, no disrespect to the niggas before me. Some smile up in your face, but then they don't alone. Now I just not on my own, I'm in a race and taking the winner's place. No foot on the brakes, one of the best, homie, that's what they call me. It's lonely at the top, ain't no company, so now I just not on my own. Now I just stand on my own. Bitches ain't say shit to me, but now they won't leave me alone. Used to walk the other way, but now they all come to my home. And they calling my phone, cause my paper is long. singing my songs. Get hired up, if they want then I bring them along. We flying up, no you won't need a ticket at all. Need a ticket at all. Tell them bitch I'm a ball, and I'ma buy a new crib for my niggas and all. Cause I remember days we sit and pictured it all. Niggas swore I leave, or pictured I fall. Counting reasons why they hate your bitch, think I'm a star. Cause we are young, gifted, not to mention out here making motherfucking millions. Yeah, I said it, motherfucking millions. Got my money up, I'm in the building. Yeah, I'm riding down, smoking my music loud, kinda doing my thing. No disrespect to the niggas before me. Some smile up in your face, but then they on the low. Now I just done on my own. Now I just done on my own. I'm in the race and taking the winner's place. No foot on the brakes, one of the best on me. That's what they call me. It's lonely at the top, ain't no company. So now I just done on my own. Now I just done on my own.
We're back again. That was The Race by Wiz Khalifa off his debut album, Rolling Papers.
Yes.
Wiz has had such an illustrious career. I mean,
and he truly, like, it's almost like he's truly like doing this shit for himself. Like his self-improvement journey, where he was,
he picked
Taebo for a minute there.
Nigga won't doing Taebo. It's Muay Thai. Like, yo, them niggas will fuck you up, bro. Ain't no Taebo. That's hilarious.
Yeah, you definitely got built.
But he's like picked up the torch to run with the weed flag when Snoop Dogg passed it, and he ran with that shit. Like, he's known for being the man. Like the Breakfast Club said it. Like, there's only been 2 people who smoked in the Breakfast Club ever, and Wiz Khalifa was one of them. And they let him smoke on that recent interview as well. I mean, he has that video of him going out there on stage, and the manager comes up and is like, there's no smoking on stage, right? And he's like, oh. He doesn't say anything, but then he like smokes, and it's like, that was promo. But yeah, no, he's a pretty cool artist. I've been had the dope experience of like seeing him live a few times, seeing him in the club.
Yeah, and I've never
nigga's tall as shit.
Yeah,
tall as shit.
Yeah, what is he, like 6'1"?
6'3", bro. 6'4", 6'5". Wiz could be an NBA player. Damn. I guess 6'1" you could be too, but either way, fuck it. Let's get back into the topics. We're rambling, maybe a little more sedated. And I think the only other real thing that we gotta, I don't know if we have to cover it, but it's kind of resolved. It's Simone Biles. So the Olympics are going on, and
she pulled out several events during the Olympics.
Yeah, several events due to mental health concerns or issues or whatever she personally wanted to term it. Because I feel like a lot of people were running with mental health concerns or whatever. I don't know. Either way, she took a sabbatical. I don't know what you would call that. Like, she just stepped down because she felt she wasn't going to be able to perform to the best of her ability because of whatever difficulties she was experiencing at the time. And I feel like she don't even need to explain, but the fact that she did, I understand, because she's wants to be like a point of support for anybody else going through something and is in her position. But there was like a lot of controversy over it, and unfortunately, like, a lot of people showed their ass. And I don't even know if it's unfortunately. It kind of just goes along with some of the stuff that we've seen from a lot of these actors, like the Charlie Kirks of the world, the Piers Morgans. On this podcast, we talked about Piers Morgan making a complete and utter dick of himself when it came to
Meghan Markle.
Yeah, Meghan Markle. And so when he goes against another black woman, I'm not surprised, but it's still jarring, like how easily they'll discount everything that makes Simone Biles, you know, being the most decorated gymnast, if not Olympic athlete, right? It's like she's right there with Michael Phelps, like if not has surpassed him. I don't know the complete statistics on that.
As far as the Olympics, though, the medal, she hasn't surpassed the record holder yet for gymnasts, let alone Michael Phelps.
But she's up there, though, right?
She's close. She's tied the most gymnasts.
Okay, so yeah,
she's tied. So
she's done something like never been done, like iconic type shit, right?
But I mean, but she's done. Yeah, she's the most decorated gymnast of all time.
Okay, cool.
Because of the world championships, because of the
yeah. So there's something that she's. I know. I'm not too familiar with gymnast sports. I just watch it when the Olympics comes around.
Yeah,
but that plus with the traumas that we've known her to experience with that fucking nasty ass doctor who was touching them, and she was one of the ones who really came out and was on the panel and like, you know, bearing the flag for that shit. It's like, this
Was she?
I don't know. I just know she was molested by Larry Nassar as well.
Oh, okay.
I just know that to be the fact. Like she, that's a part of her story. I don't know. I don't know if she was one of the larger vocal young women who came out.
I didn't realize that she was also
because she's been on the Olympic the team like in that circuit for a while, and he was the doctor for all of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like he
because the one that I saw the most was the taller girl that's on the team. I forgot her name. She's not on the team anymore. She was a taller, white girl.
I've seen, so if I'm wrong, but I've seen sources that have said she was one of the girls victimized.
No, yeah, I mean, I just didn't know. So.
But yeah, so it's like to persevere through a situation like that, to become and to hold your head high as one of the most decorated, if not the most decorated gymnasts in the world of all time. Be an outstanding black woman, where there's nothing you can pull down from her character. I mean, come on, bro. Like, Kanye has fucked up so many times, you know what I'm saying? These niggas wouldn't dare say shit about this nigga, bro. I mean, and not even to go to that, but just to try to give you like an idea of a person being in that celebrity status, because she evolved past the Olympics and gym. She was like a Michael Phelps type, where she's a household name. Right. Never once have you heard no crazy shit about her, you know what I'm saying? Always done the utmost and has shown that her character is one to be applauded, How dare you, bro? Like, how dare y'all motherfuckers come out here and try and say she's any sort of... Because this nigga, Charlie Kirk, was saying she was like a sociopath. Piers Morgan was saying this isn't the stuff of champions. And who are you? Like, how are you going to tell the definition of a champion you're not the definition of a champion?
Oh.
Like, she is a champion. You're not a champion, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
You know.
And it'd be different if Michael Phelps... It'd still be fucked up, but it'd be different if Michael Phelps came out here and said, I don't think that's what she should have done and whatever. But, nah, even Michael Phelps, who, again, champion, is like, yo, I'm so proud of her for what she's doing. She's raising a awareness on an issue that we've all faced, that I faced.
Yeah.
Like,
it was nice.
Come on, bro. Like, it's
good
like,
to see.
And I don't have too much more to say to that other than like, yo, Simone, we love you. You just got back on the beam to do that, and I think she got the gold in that, right?
Yeah, she got the bronze.
The bronze?
Yeah.
Nigga still got a fucking medal, bro.
Oh, no. The bronze is it's a medal.
It's a fucking Olympic medal, my nigga. So it's like you came back, you played injured, and you still beat a whole league of competitors. Got nothing for you but love. And fuck those other niggas, bro. Don't even listen to them.
What I see on social media, especially in the comment sections, you see a lot of attack.
Chewing the ice, bro. Come on, now. Come on.
Oh,
you a professional? Yeah, I can definitely hear.
Well, shit, it's not professional calling a nigga out right though. That's cool.
No, it's cool. It's cool. We can, but it's just so you know. We just know that. I tell y'all niggas, stop. Don't eat on the pod. Don't whatever on the pod. I'm trying to not do other shit on the pod.
Listen. I don't have headphones, so I don't know what the fuck you doing. But I'm sure
we go. Once we get out of our janky situation,
coming back from that Heineken Light you keep sipping on.
Wait, you trying to like fuck me over for the Heineken Light?
I'm just saying there's a lot of noise from that, but I just can't hear it because you got your. I don't got headphones.
There's not a lot of noise from my Heineken Light.
I don't know that. I can't prove it. You can tell me
no. Listen, we gonna get everybody some headphones once we get some new equipment.
I need some better equipment, damn it.
But no, I'm sorry. You're done eating your ice. You can continue your story.
Got two more. All right, whatever. Anyway.
Yeah.
What was that? I forgot what I was saying now. I made a good ass point too.
You were talking about Simone Biles, I guess, and right, that's what we're talking about. Shit, nigga, hold on to your point. It's not my bad. I mean, we could be.
Simone Biles. Simone Biles won the bronze medal, and that's all I got.
What the fuck, bro? Yo, I'm so weak. No, but I mean, I don't have too much else to say on it. I think you're going to another point, but literally, man, I think we both have the same point. It's like, yo, shut the fuck up about her. Leave her alone.
Oh, I was telling you what I was seeing on social media in the comment sections.
Ah, yeah, okay, sure.
Oh, is it not important now?
Nah, if niggas is talking shit in the comment section, it's the same. Fuck them niggas too, eating on the couch watching the Olympics and shit.
Yeah, a lot of it is an attack on the fact that she, wears the GOAT jacket. She has, designed GOAT clothing. She, refers to herself as the GOAT, and she should make it clear she is the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. So what do they say?
So what they're saying is you can't call yourself the GOAT if you're gonna succumb to pressure.
So who the fuck said that? Are they the GOAT in anything?
They're not even.
So that's
close.
all. So it's the same.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
We can put this in quick topics, bro. It's the same statement for me, bro. If you're hating on this young woman for prioritizing her mental health, fuck you, bro. That's it. Fuck you. You can take a sick day. You can go check in the fucking any mental health hospital, go to the ER, say I'm about to kill myself, slit your wrist, and they'll sit you up. 2 weeks, inpatient, crisis, whatever. And there is not a person who can say shit. Your job can't fire you.
Not at all.
Your job can't even legally know you're there unless you want them to know they're there. So how dare y'all? How dare y'all who are likes of peers? Like, you fat fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even see your own dick when you piss in the toilet, and you're gonna go over here and talk shit on one of the greatest athletes to ever walk this earth. Like, you wouldn't last a day in her shoes, bro. You probably have a heart attack doing whatever type of training regimen, diet, sleep pattern.
It's these talking heads who think they can criticize it.
And I'm gonna keep it a bad. She probably do your job better than you can do yours. I mean, I don't know what she can do. She can talk. She seems poised on the mic every time I've seen her talk. But it's like, bro,
she's pretty intelligent.
Yeah, bro. Like, and you clearly, so a lot of y'all niggas clearly are not. Damn sure Charlie Kirk not. Nigga flunked out of fucking school. Wasn't able to get in the West Point. I heard that from the Young Turks. So that's not true. I'm sorry. I'm just talking shit. Well, since we're talking shit, we're talking shit. All right. And I just don't appreciate people trying to bring down other people, especially when it's a sport, bro. And first of all, it's not that deep. We can talk about this. The Olympics don't pay the athletes. So it's like, fuck, we're really talking about, bro. Like, there's other issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. That's all I want to say on Simone Biles. It's all kind of concluded. I feel like, so I don't really have anything else to say. Do you have any other Olympics things you want to talk about? Only thing I'm looking forward to, well, it happened tonight, or last night, but Zion Williamson. It's the first ever skateboarding events held in the Olympics, and one of the inaugural USA members is a dark-skinned African-American man named Zion Williamson, a little young man named Zion Williamson, man. He's from Florida. Ooh, I want to say.
Okay.
I don't know, but he's fucking steezy, bro. He's pro. He ride, and also being that skateboarding traditionally when African American when blacks started getting into skateboarding, it wasn't always the most comfortable thing to ride transition because that was more seen as I don't want to just say a white thing because I don't want to act like I'm an authority on skateboarding, but from what I understand, black people didn't traditionally skate transition just because it was more of a white thing to do, and we know the history of all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And now skateboarding is a subculture where a lot of racial lines were broken down, but it's not a monolith. You know what I'm saying? And it just seemed to be more pushback. We just really have never seen a transition skater like Zion Williams before, who looks like Zion Williams.
I think his name is Zion something else because Zion Williamson is the basketball player.
Am I getting his last name? I'm pretty sure his last name was that. Oh, I follow him.
I think he's right.
Zion Wright. Yeah, dude, I am fucked up. Oh, that's it. We go. We go play on that. Zion Wright. Holy shit, man.
Yeah.
My apologies. I don't know why the fuck I was saying Zion Williamson.
Because he's the
Basketball player. I don't even watch basketball, so that's the thing. Either way, I watch this. But yo, Zion Wright, bro, we're rooting for you. If it's already happened, I hope you won. But I don't think the finals have happened yet. So
it's so hard to keep up with.
I don't have a TV, so it's I don't even know where you watch it. YouTube. I've seen ads, but it's always been replays.
Yeah, Peacock, NBC Sports app.
Isn't that a bird?
Peacock is NBC streaming service.
Hmm.
Nigga, get a TV. What?
You tell me I should get a TV if I want to land a nice,
Netflix and
pretty
chill.
young lady.
Yeah.
I got the projector. I Netflix and chill. Don't worry, I did that 2 days ago. Right there. Yo, no, I'm gonna tell you something off air that's so fucking funny. But yeah, so I don't have any other Olympics cover though. Zion Wright, Simone Biles, and every other black athlete for you, and you know, American athletes in the black countries. Looking at you, Jamaica. No, I'm joking. But they was killing it. We flunked out the 400s and the men's.
Yeah.
I saw that shit.
Yeah.
6th place. It's bad. But I mean, again, who am I to fucking criticize? I can't run as fast as them niggas. So, do we have any other quick topics, or we are gonna get into our motherfucking health topic and get in these niggas' ass?
Yeah, I think it's time to get into that health topic.
All right, so we're gonna get into our health topic of the week, and yeah, we're human. We're hypocrites. So we have, and because we're hypocrites, and because human beings can never admit when they're fucking wrong, because of our egos, we have to talk about coronavirus again. Dun, dun, dun. And not just any coronavirus, coronavirus 19.
Delta variant edition.
Delta variant edition, bro.
Yeah.
Like, these motherfuckers went and crossed 1913. Ain't that a bitch, bruh? But nah, I'm joking. So, what's going on? Honestly, COVID's making another surge.
Yeah, it's already disrupted the Olympics.
I ain't got numbers for you. You got numbers? Because I ain't got numbers for you. Because I didn't really come this prepared. I just came with anecdotal evidence. That's it.
I'll get the numbers.
You get the
CDC says
numbers.
There's going to be, in 4 weeks, another COVID surge. Get
Okay.
ready for shutdown again, ladies and gentlemen.
So here's the thing. I don't know if they can shut down, because I'll tell you what is interesting about this. So we went to Rolling Loud Miami. Okay, we were in a crowd of at least 40,000 people at least 70% of the time we were at the actual Miami Gardens Hard Rock Stadium. I know a bunch of them motherfuckers weren't vaccinated. I'm vaccinated. I've been vaccinated since January. Tete's vaccinated. Tete's been vaccinated for as long as he can, for as quickly as he could be.
Yeah.
Everybody who's been on this pod this year is already vaccinated. I'm just going to flat out say that. We follow the guidelines. My nigga, I still have not gotten COVID. Now, and if I have, I didn't know.
Yeah. Didn't have any symptoms.
Didn't have any fucking symptoms, bro. You motherfuckers. No, let me not do that. I'm a little lit. I apologize. You individuals who still refuse to get the vaccine and are a large part of the reason why we couldn't have eradicated this disease for a large majority of Americans, and then have yet helped proliferate the disease in the way that it is now mutated. I got no words for you other than get vaccinated, or please shut the fuck up about what's going to happen next, because you are a large, if not the only reason why it's about to happen next, right? That's it. That's really it. Anecdotally, tell me about, you got the numbers?
I have numbers.
Okay, so anecdotally, here's my anecdotal fucking numbers. I went to work 2 nights ago. I was triaged for 8 hours. For those of you who don't know what triage is, it's that person you got to go talk to when you think you about to get into the back and checks your blood pressure and says, yeah, you're 27 with a headache.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Cue that meme.
Yeah. you got to go sit outside, Tweety, for a little bit. We have somebody who's actually having a heart attack in the back.
Yeah,
Now,
sure.
that's my job, right? I'd see everybody who comes into that ER not on an ambulance. And sometimes even when you do come on an ambulance, before you get to go see the doctor.
It's where you make your case as to why you are dying.
I saw in 8 hours time, right? At least 15, and this is, I'm night shift, bro. So I'm not, and this is about between 1930 or 7:30 and, oh my God, I was triaged for 4 hours because it was from 7:30 to 12.
Mm-hmm.
From 7:30 to 12, 4 hours, I saw 15 patients who came in with runny, cough, congestion, runny nose, headache, high fever, malaise, or just generally feeling unwell. And bro, at least 5 of these motherfuckers like look sick. Like I wiped down the room. Like I mean, I wiped down it for all of them, but for this one, like I did it twice. Let it sit for 5 minutes and then came back with a Clorox wipe.
Ugh.
None of them were vaccinated against COVID. Not one. And why do I ask? Because if you're vaccinated against COVID, there's a greater chance in my mind that maybe what you're doing, maybe what you have, and especially if your vitals are okay, you're keeping your stats with 92%, you definitely don't need to go to a core room. You can go to focused care, in your own little cubby and cubicle. Like, I don't need to have a monitor on you. Guys, 5 of these patients, we got to put them in a room and, like, I need to see their O2 stats and I can't just stick them in a closet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to actually have eyes on them. Like, they're sick. And I'm sorry to say, my peers, they were, at least like 7 of them were young, bro. I mean, all of them were young. Not one was over 50.
Yeah.
Not one. They were all like some were 27, some in the 30s, late 30s, early 40s. It was like mostly like 30s and
with
like
this Delta variant, that's what we're gonna see. We're gonna see a lot more sick younger people.
And we can and like I'm gonna use a word here that I use a lot when talking to people about this, but my critical thinking, because I think I have an education and I don't just believe everything the government says, but I can put what I see and what I can review that's peer reviewed. I went to formal education and understand how to decipher on a base level research, right? Mm-hmm. Like an article that has no peer review. There's nobody who's of a similar education level who said, yeah, I read this and I co-signed this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little article you read on Instagram or a little post you read off of some page that also posts Justin the Boy retweets. It's like, bro, like,
yeah.
It makes no sense to me. Like, listen, 50% of the population of America is vaccinated.
Well, actually, 49%.
Okay, whatever.
I'm just saying, that annoys me. That's not 50%.
So not even 50% of the country is vaccinated when there are vaccinations that are wholeheartedly free. It might take a second to Google it, but it's free. You can go get the fucking vaccination.
Yeah.
Who are we thinking probably went out en masse because they were the first ones told to get it before all the real hubbub about I'm not getting, like, they could talk about not getting the vaccine before it was even offered to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
But it's probably our elderly generation. So it's like, yes, the Delta variant, like, why is the Delta variant just affecting more younger people? It's probably got something to do with the fact that a lot of people who are above that are in their older years, like that senior living years, 65 and older, got their vaccinations just through like the fact that they're in facilities, visit facilities frequently, are more concerned about their health. You know what I'm saying? So like that's probably a role to play in the Delta variant numbers. But let's get but that's just me putting my critical thinking cap on. All y'all motherfuckers. Keep going. I'm sorry.
So this is an article on a Healthline that was written August 3rd. It says, according to the figures from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the average number of the new U.S. cases has risen to about 84,000 per day. And that's almost 30,000 more per day than a week ago. So that includes the 105,000 new cases reported on Friday. So we're creeping up into like 2020 COVID numbers.
Okay, yeah, and
with the vaccine,
and that's with the vaccine. And now let's play some devil's advocate. Well, why the fuck, why I get the vaccine if vaccinated people are still getting the Delta variant or still getting just regular COVID? Because I'm gonna be honest too, I don't know how you tell the difference. I don't have a different test right now. I don't know how.
COVID. It just at this point it doesn't matter. Just like the flu, we don't test for the different strains.
Yeah, strains. But literally, I'm just like, I don't even know what the Delta variant title means, right? To me, you test positive for COVID, and what I visually see you looking like, that's fucking COVID, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have a viral illness.
Yeah. The CDC says that 93% of new COVID cases will be Delta variant.
Okay,
so it's
like, COVID. Look, I'm here with you conspiracy theorists who are like, what the fuck does that mean? You are focusing on the wrong details, right? That's all I'm saying. It's like, who gives a fuck what the Delta variant means? It's still COVID. But you probably know someone who died, had COVID really bad, or had COVID. You know what I'm saying? Was sick at least. Like that's how proliferated this disease was in America, right? And then so you should not want to get it, right? Like, because I know that people are like, oh, I'll survive, I get it, but you just don't want it, right? Like, let's just be honest. Like, nobody wants to get COVID, regardless of how you feel you're going to stop it. I'm just taking zinc. I'm taking my sea moss and, my black seed oil, my vitamin C, and drinking lots of water and wearing it. I don't know. Some people wear masks, some people don't. Either way, however you're not trying to get it, you're not trying to get it. So let's just go back to what matters. You're not trying to get COVID. Doesn't matter if it's Delta variant. Doesn't matter if it's COVID. You're not trying to get fucking COVID. So don't worry about the weeds, right? Now let's get into the next part. When you go, these are pre-COVID numbers, or these are pre-2020 numbers, vaccine people are getting it. Why should I fucking get it? Because if you look deeper, and here's where you should get it to the weeds. Do you have this? Who the fuck is getting hospitalized from this new Delta variant? Who the fuck, when they get it, goes, I can't breathe? Yeah. Yo, who the fuck, when they get it, is pleading on their literal deathbeds, can I get the vaccine? It's the unvaccinated. Now, do you have the statistics on that?
On the amount of unvaccinated individuals?
Yeah.
I'll have to look for that particular one.
Google, because I've seen that the individuals who have needed to be, like, out of this 84,000 a day who have needed to be hospitalized, the margin of those who have identified as being vaccinated and the ones who have who like had to be hospitalized or whatever, it's like, or died. I think it's like under 1%, bro. It's very minuscule. I heard, like, I'm just throwing random numbers out there. Okay, I don't have the fucking sheet in front of me, but it's like 0.000, like 3% or some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? And again, if I'm just going to critically think about the situation, I was triaged in a random city in America that has 2 major hospitals, so I'm not seeing everything that goes on over there. Personally, I saw 15 people who came to the ED and were either really sick or at least sick enough that they needed to stay and get some fluids and, get their SpO2 monitor and go home. 15. They didn't stop when I wasn't done being triaged. I was still focused care.
Yeah. Now,
at the end of the day, I'm no longer seeing every patient who comes in, so I can't keep that mental tally. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And in the day, the charge nurse who I was working with said the same shit. Yo, we have so much of it today, too. I'm willing to bet you a good proportion, if not all of those, were probably unvaccinated. So it makes sense to me if you're looking at these 84,000 cases and how many people need to be hospitalized, how many people have died to this point, you're going to see a large majority of them be unvaccinated people. So again, if I'm critically thinking about the situation and how it works, okay, so 49% of the country has the vaccination. How many people have just died from the vaccination? Well, there was that nerve shit that was happening. Oh, Guillain-Barré syndrome, not life-threatening. 100 people. Oh, Johnson, the blood clots. 15 people.
Yeah.
Out of hundreds of thousands who have gotten the vaccine. Bro, if you want to be a conspiracy theorist, if you want to do your own due diligence and research, and you want to not believe everything that the government that has rightfully so lied, not rightfully so, but that has lied to you, and you want to be skeptical, you have every right to do so. But like, all I'm saying is just critically think about the situation. The other thing I don't understand is what would be the point, bro? Like, what would be the point of a mass and not, like, the government wants you to die? Is that it? Think about that.
Right.
Who the fuck are they going to steal from? Who the fuck are they going to take taxes from?
Yeah, exactly.
Who the fuck's going to work and serve them to do whatever they got to do? You know what I'm saying? Okay, the government wants to turn you into zombies. We're not even really going to go talk about that one. The shit's going to make women infertile.
No, yeah.
Okay. So we are now a year out from people getting vaccinated and people are having babies.
Yep.
So what now?
And honestly, those babies are probably also semi-vaccinated.
Have some type of
immunity. Yeah. People. Yeah. Not.
You just. I don't know at this point what you can say. To change somebody's mind. Again, one of the greatest flaws of humanity is just and again, I'm a hypocrite, bro. Like I do the same shit. But it's just like our inability to admit when we're wrong. And here's the thing: the people who are in charge of making these guidelines, they're not perfect. They're human, and gratefully so, are more willing to admit when they're wrong because the profession they're in literally dictates that everything we do is not 100% sure. It's all based off of evidence-based practice and what gives the most benefit versus risk. Like that's like science is all theory, bro. And that's how we got any of this shit, bro. It's all science-based. Come on, baby. Like I don't know, but that's all I got.
Yeah,
we did a good little fucking 20 minutes on this shit, but
that was good. Need to be said.
Or 10 minutes, whatever.
It needed to be said.
It did need to be said.
As a country, I mean, as a whole,
Do you really think? Okay, let me
as a whole, we just have not done a good job containing this virus. We had when it was time to wear masks, half the country didn't want to wear them.
Hey, fuck that. Yeah, I did my shit though.
Yeah,
This y'all niggas.
Yeah, when it was time to
Not you either. You did your shit too.
Oh yeah, when it's time to get vaccinated, half of you don't want to get vaccinated. I mean,
Yeah, have you seen the little shit going on online where it's like people are trying? It's an Instagram thing, so don't take this with literally the entire bag of salt. People are getting fake vaccination cards so that they can travel like internationally because they're assuming there's going to be restrictions on travel. Like how, if that's true, first off, how self-centered, you know? Mm-hmm. It's like, you just think you and that is the belief of some people. Like, yo, I just own this. Like, I'm not saying you don't, but what you're thinking is like, in a free and able society, we're like, yo, nobody pays for anything. Yeah. You think that just because you think it's one way, then you can just do what the fuck you want when a majority of us are like, nah, nigga, what the fuck? India?
Man, the truth is,
some of these countries are fucking pleading for these vaccines, bro, and you're out here denying it, bro. Like, how self-centered are you, dog? Like, that's all I can say on that piece, if that's true.
Yeah.
Now, my other question to you is, do you really think they're going to shut us down again?
If the CDC is predicting a spike in cases in the next 4 weeks, and I, initially when COVID hit last year and the CDC predicted 250,000 deaths, I said to myself, that's an overstatement. Like they're actually like trying to scare us. That's a ridiculous.
You said last year?
Yeah, last year when they predicted 250,000 deaths, and this was early when COVID in February when COVID didn't even hit.
Mm-hmm.
But they were saying no, we predict about 250,000 deaths by the end of the summer. And that was, at that time, I was like, what the fuck? That's crazy. That's too many Americans.
So the only reason that, like, I'll give that idea credibility is that I have been seeing stuff talk about, like, a fourth stimulus check, which they would have to do to butter niggas up prior to shutting down again if they don't want to commit political suicide.
It's not...
No, listen. If they don't want to commit political suicide.
Yeah.
I saw something that said Kamala Harris is, like, in line now to be one of the most unpopular vice VPs. There's a whole lot of information to go into that statistic, to go into that polling.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like optics aren't the best. Like Joe Biden's cruising. There ain't really nothing they can say about him. But it's like the party, like it's like I don't know if they've done enough. They haven't done enough to win 2024. If like that's the goal, you know what I'm saying? It's about to be 2022, nigga. Let me not get into the weeds. Basically, though, what I feel is like it right now, it'd be political suicide with how much they've done to shut down again. And with the way the virus, yes, is spreading, right? Like 84,000 a day. But again, I believe, and we never found the statistic, I guess, but a large proportion of individuals that are being hospitalized are unvaccinated. So it's kind of like a choice thing at this point.
The thing is...
Wait, hold up.
Okay.
So again, and then because you have 49% of the country, quote unquote, saying they're vaccinated. So let's just split it down the middle. So now we're talking 40,000 people, 42,000 people are catching COVID every day that we're worried about, right? the vaccination's still there. Some people, this is going to scare them to go get it. Other people are going to remain strong, whatever. But those same people are going to be the ones who are like, no, I don't want you to shut down. Really, truthfully, and niggas who are vaccinated and aren't getting fucked up by this disease are also of the mindset of, we don't want you to shut down, right? I'm doing everything right. I don't really see where Biden would be incentivized to shut down again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really just makes it. Honestly, what it would just, in my opinion, would be like maybe you just uptick, like, yo, you're like not necessarily discriminate health wise, but if you're a private establishment and the vaccine is widely available, maybe it goes to court, you know, like, of course it would go to fucking court, but like maybe the courts find that it's, what's the word? Constitutional to deny access to somebody who refuses to follow health code guidelines. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's simply like that. Like, it's like,
well, they certainly need to take certain measures because, and I hate to make numbers, you know, deaths, people's deaths, because each number is an individual death.
mm-hmm.
I hate to make that a political issue, but that's what it is. Like, you can't have in a certain span of however many months the same amount of deaths that Trump had.
Yeah, but listen. Do you think that's? I don't think that's going to happen. I think this next wave is going to be a surge of cases. I don't think this next wave is going to be a surge of deaths. Right. There's going to be deaths, but just by the fact that people are vaccinated and the vaccinated people are not having the same health outcomes.
We're still seeing 2,700 deaths per day.
What I'm saying is we're not seeing the same health outcomes based off of vaccination. You keep seeing deaths happening, right? So there's just and in my mind, the way like I'm thinking about it is like, well, okay, if you take out half the population, there's no fucking way you can match the same numbers. You know what I'm saying? The numbers would literally be halved. You know, like they might be high, but there's no way you're gonna match or beat Trump's numbers when that was a novel virus that niggas were literally just dropping the ball on what to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just don't think now it could still look like having 250,000 dead in a year. It's crazy.
I mean, everyone's going to be able to spin the numbers in some certain way. Like, if you could say, "Oh, over 3 days, you had less than."
But spin is different from critical thought, and I'm critically thinking about the situation, and I'm literally just saying, and my own thought, like my own brain, like it doesn't. And if I'm bugging, tell me. But it's like it just doesn't make sense that the numbers would get anywhere. That if I was Biden and I'm looking at like, okay, what do both groups want, vaccinated and unvaccinated? Because remember, to the unvaccinated, you don't give a fuck about the disease anymore. Yeah. The deaths don't mean anything. I saw a meme about that where it was like CDC says COVID are on the rise, and like it's like the SpongeBob episode with the Flying Dutchman, and he's trying to scare SpongeBob, or she's trying to scare Patrick, and Patrick's just like, duh, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's supposed to be like, I don't give a fuck what the CDC says. So truthfully, that population's not going to care.
Yeah.
I honestly believe the vaccinated, a large proportion, don't give a fuck what the unvaccinated do at this point. It's just, yo, we only give a fuck because there's still a possibility that you could be fucking it up for everybody else. Yeah. If Biden comes out and is like, yo, look, bro, the vaccine's there. Look, we going to do this thing where y'all can't go in, but we not shut down. We can't do that to the economy. We're busting.
Yeah.
I like, you're going to see somebody try to spin it, but niggas not going to care. I'm just keeping it all the way 100. You know what I'm saying? And so like, that's now my bet is we don't shut down again. But if we do, it's political fucking suicide. But I don't. Like, I would bet money that we're not going to shut down again. There's no way. Like, they saw how bad it went, you know what I'm saying? And they can barely get stuff that would like literally like would make 75% of the country love them. Like, with a flick of a pen, Biden could erase student loan debt. There's an old fucking law from like the 1980s that Obama used to erase student loan debt for private student loan holders when they got defrauded by like the ITT Techs of the world.
Yeah.
Biden can do the same thing with federal student loan debts because that's just money that the government owes, which is just on a computer, which is just a promissory note, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? We are already in so much debt. It's not that big of a deal. We just gave $1.3 trillion to the fucking upper 1%. Come on, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So That's all I'm saying. That is a mouthful, but that is all I'm saying. Get vaccinated or shut the fuck up. And I don't think we're going to shut down. Now it's 20 minutes. Now we gave these niggas 20 minutes of health content. I be telling niggas, yo, it's like, 70% bullshit, 30% health content, when truthfully it's like 95% bullshit, 5% health content.
Sometimes you go in on the health.
Yeah. Sometimes we be fitting that in, like,
straight bullshit.
But yeah, any content of the week before we get out of here?
No, man, honestly, I think we've covered a lot.
I said content of the week, bitch. It's our last segment. What have you been watching, listening to?
I've been running around working 3 to 3. There's no time to do anything. You sleep, and then you come home and you sleep.
Yeah, well, I got some content for you guys because I love y'all. No. But Skepta put out a new album. It is called drum roll because I got to pull up all this shit because I don't have everything memorized. All In. It's an EP. So an extended play, like 33 minutes. I got like 2 songs off of it, Bellator and Nirvana. And that's what we're going to end on, Bellator. So, yeah. Peace, love, positivity. This is the Bullshitting for Your Health podcast, episode 73. The most balanced podcast in the world. We'll see y'all next week. Have a good week. Peace and love.
For my dogs on the wing. This is for my brothers in the grave. This is for my brothers in the grave. And my dogs on the wing. Disrespect my niggas, that's a cardinal sin. Walk into the club, I might be dancing with your ting. I'ma slam dunk it, put my arm in the ring. Catch a nigga slipping, getting trippy in the store. I'ma pop smoking, mama do it in Dior. Michael Venom paging, mama do it Bellator. Used to run his mouth, now he can't do that anymore. I used to roll round a corner, lock into Westwood. 5 rocks on me, that's 100-pound jug. I was trapping like a fool, trying to play it cool. Kept that fucking tool, told my brother stay in school. Ain't no loyalty for shit, most these brothers due to switch. If he gets hit with 26, he's gon' definitely snitch. Interview me about the case, that's a waste of a tape. I'ma play my cards right, hit him with the poker face. Whoa, life is a gamble, you better roll the dice. Everybody's got a price, better hold on to your wife. If I send a DM, will she reply? Cause she might, tryna put you on a flight. Let's get freaky for the night. Had to grind for my money, didn't happen overnight. I was jugging and finessing, had the dark and the light. All these niggas falling off and I can't bring them back to life. I remember you was hungry, boy, you lost your appetite. For my brothers in the grave and my dogs on the wing. Disrespect my niggas, that's a cardinal sin. Walk into the club, I might be dancing with your ting. I'ma slam dunk it, put my arm in the ring. Catch a nigga slipping, getting trippy in the store. I'ma pop smoking, mama do it in Dior. Michael Venom paging, mama do it Bellator. Used to run his mouth, now he can't do that anymore. For my dogs on the wing.